Unlike many other people, I was pretty happy when Sundance announced they would resort to having their festival in an online format. It gave average folks like me the opportunity to enjoy films that I wouldn't have had the chance to if it was held in a ritzy ski town. There were tons of films at Sundance this year that I wish I had the chance to see, but in all honesty, I can't afford everyone, so I had to choose a select few that I knew I was eager to watch. While I couldn't buy a full pass, at least each ticket was $20. A little too much. I exercised self-control and chose 4 movies overall, but before I get to my reviews, here are the films I would have watched had I the bounty of unlimited funds and a little extra time. Cha-Cha Real Smooth, Emily the Criminal, After Yang, The Princess, When You Finish Saving the World, and Fresh. Now let's get to it. Funny enough, I never meant to buy this movie. To be honest, I had Jesse Eisenberg's film in my cart, but it sold out so quickly that I had to go buy the next day showing. It turns out I clicked The Worst Person in the World. No refunds at Sundance, sadly, but I was not upset because I heard a ton of good things about The Worst Person in the World, and I was okay with my mistake. Also turns out Jesse Eisenberg's film wasn't getting great reviews. The Worst Person in the World is an intense affair about the various stages of adulthood, the seasons of a relationship amid different viewpoints of reality. The Worst Person in the World is a wondrous work rooted in realism, empathy, and understanding of the true messiness of life. The film comforts us by reinforcing that we can be the worst versions of ourselves in different periods of our life, be it confused or weird, and that's completely acceptable. In short, we deserve unconditional love and understanding regardless of our behavior. I was lucky to happen upon the world of Riley Stearns back in 2020 when I committed to watching one movie a day. I went in blind to The Art of Self-Defense, and it has become a personal favorite. I also went in blind to his first feature, Faults, and again, it became another favorite. When I saw Riley Stearns documenting his writing and filming process for Duel, I was beyond excited. This was definitely the film I was excited to see most during Sundance, and it did not disappoint. Duel continues the deadpan satirical humor that was also evident in The Art of Self-Defense, but this time with a sci-fi spin. Karen Gillan fits perfectly into this style, delivering multiple bouts of humor amid genuine emotion, and that's what characterizes much of Duel. At times it's absolutely hilarious, but other times it's significantly more melancholy than Stearns' previous work. Stearns made several stylistic choices that I cannot stop thinking about, and the ending could have gone so many different ways, but I am happy with the final cut. One of the most important parts of Stearns' comedic writing style is his masterful ability to make everything seem casual, even the duel. This thing that would be depicted as an epic, gladiatorial event in most movies is not really that much of a fuss in this movie. It's on a local sports field in plain view of some suburban houses. The mock fights, the betrayals, even being diagnosed with a terminal illness isn't enough to cause anyone to bat an eye. That's why moments where emotion finally breaks through for these robotic characters are so unsettling. It feels like the rules of the movie are being broken, like one of the characters has just stepped outside their reality and into ours. During my watch a film a day year, Jacqueline and I stumbled upon Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead's film The Endless. It wasn't groundbreaking, but that film has stuck with me ever since. They're clearly talented at writing science fiction, so I was excited to hear that they made a film during COVID. The night before I watched Something in the Dirt, I watched their 2019 film Synchronic. I pushed Synchronic off for a good amount of time now because the trailer is somewhat all over the place, but once again, I judged the movie before I saw it to my own disadvantage. Synchronic blew me away, but I'll get into that in a separate video. To keep it brief, after watching Synchronic, I became even more hyped for Something in the Dirt. Visually assured and conceptually daring, all while maintaining an air of humility that I don't think you see as often in sci-fi, this do-it-yourself quarantine-born project from 2 longtime collaborators is fantastic, and it shows. Something in the Dirt is a thrilling sci-fi that flourishes with the pair's oddball chemistry and their intelligently written screenplay. It feels like a love letter to sci-fi, the medium of filmmaking and making movies with those you care about, whilst also peppering the narrative with enough absurdities and paranoia-driven themes to make all the conspiracies, lies, and Google answers of this anxiety-inducing pandemic slip away with gravity. Jacqueline and I both agree that it felt a bit too long and it never gave me a big moment I was searching for throughout, but it leaves you thinking afterwards, and I look forward to rewatching it. Now I need to preface this by saying they only showed part 1 during Sundance, but part 1 was brilliant. I'll be the first to say that I have grown somewhat annoyed with Kanye West in recent years. The presidential run, the push off of his albums, the MAGA hat, he's done a lot that just makes me kind of despise him. But besides that, you cannot deny how talented he is. Kanye West is a modern day renaissance man, and this part 1 to a 3-part documentary made me rethink how I view him. Act 1 gives us a great and raw look at Kanye from very early on. I like seeing the early making of the college dropout, and especially footage of Kanye making All Falls Down. It was so cool to see Kanye and who he was before he got signed, just making beats for Jay-Z. He's humble, he's driven, he's insecure at times, and at the root of it all, he's just a kid. What I appreciated most about part 1 was the footage of Kanye with his mother Donda. It is amazing to see firsthand how much he loves his mom and how supportive and confident she was in his pursuit to become a star. It made me tear up multiple times just because of how much love you can feel seeping through the screen. Obviously, it's only the first part of 3, but this is shaping up to be a true masterpiece of documentary filmmaking, and I cannot wait to see the next 2 parts.
Screaming, Jesus save me. You know how the game be. I can't let them change me, cause on judgment day, you gon' blame me. Look, God, it's the same me. Basically, no, now we get racially profiled, cuffed up and hosed down, pimped up and hold down. Plus, I got a whole city to hold down. From the bottom, so the top's the only place to go now.
Oh, that's me and Kanye West. Oh, shit.
Please let me know in the comments what you guys saw during Sundance. I would love to hear your recommendations and reviews. Tune in every Friday for new movie videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below what other movies you would like me to do videos on. Thank you, Mom, for editing the scripts for my movie essays. I appreciate you. Till next time, thanks for watching. Catch you on the flip side.